Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. There's the bottom and the back. Both the last videos were yesterday. I got up in the morning, went to Lowe's and picked up all the lumber that Lisa was supposed to have brought home, and went inside, bought a bunch of screws and stuff that I forgot to throw on the cart. And there's Mummer. Yeah. So, that isn't too bad for one day's worth of work. Yeah, a little bit overkill. Couple things I wish I would have freaking done a little different though. Growing up, Dad had a construction company and I used to build houses with him. In the photo it looks like that's wider than that, but that's all illusion. It's all the same width, if you get the right angle. Anyways, it's kind of nice not having to worry about 16 inches on center, because this is a shed and it's never going to be finished on the inside. So you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But Dad taught me, when you build something, that when you're done, you should be able to take every screw out of that building and it should still stand. I don't know, anybody building anything, that's the goal, is to build it where you could literally take every screw out and it'll still be standing. The only thing so far is this. I should have bought a 2x8 instead of a 2x6, because then I could have figured out the height, drew it, ripped it, and yeah, so that is supported with screws instead of the weight. I should have freaking got a 2x8, but it's a shed. 30 years from now, if for some reason they fail, I can throw a block underneath the corner and level it back out. The other things. Like I said, I forgot to account for that sheathing. So this should have come down another 1/2 inch. Although 1/2 inch, and this is green treat, so having the sheathing up a little bit probably isn't a bad thing. I want to paint it all. Eventually put some siding on here of some sort. Oh, let's see. The other mess up is that it is a full sheet. I got my 312 pitch going, and it's a full sheet. Which was nice because I could square it up with a sheet of fly of OSB. So she's all squared up with the OSB. I didn't have to worry about squaring or anything. But the problem is now, whatever I do for a roof, even if I put the boards flat, because it's just a shed, so I might just freaking run some flat boards and then throw OSB on top of that, and then put some kind of roofing on there. Yeah, It'll bow after quite a few years, but it's a shed. But even if I stood them on end like you're supposed to, the sheathing stops here. It's not coming up onto any of the roof. So that means when I get done, I'm going to have to cut a triangle to fill whatever's up here. And so I should have made these shorter. That way I could have ripped that sheathing off, and then the side sheathing would have come over the roof. Because I want to leave this backside open. I'm going to put some screen in between the roof joists. That way it's got some back venting. Because it's a compressor and they gather heat. So I figure whatever I do for a roof, I'm going to put screen on the backside between here and the roof, even if I run them flat. It'll have vents. I'm thinking four flat boards. The two outsides will be supported. It'd be the two center ones that'll be able to bow. And if I have to, 10 or 15 years from now, if I have to scab on some boards that are at a freaking angle, I can do that. Who knows? You never know how long you're going to be on the planet, so I only need to run 2 inside studs is the other thing. It's just as soon as I screwed the center one onto the middle of it, I had to put the 2 outside ones on. It was nice because the OSB has the freaking lines in it. So putting one down the middle, you know exactly where to screw it to. I mean, it's a little overkill, but as far as, holy shit, I've been talking way too long. Okay. I've got to build the 2 outside walls that come across. This first one will be easy to figure out, because then I just have to cut it at 14 degree coming this way, and the bottom will be easy to figure out, but the studs on the side are going to be the difficult ones to get them right, which means well, since I've been out of construction for a while, I'm going to have to do some calculating to see what height they're supposed to be, depending on my spacing. Because the 312 roof is going down 3 inches for every 12 inches out. So, let's see if I can calculate this right. But it's Sunday and I've been a little lazy, so I need to get this finished because they're still talking rain for Wednesday. And Old Patches is not... Oh, it's a tour bus. Old Patches is not ready to be sitting out in the rain, so she has to be back in the garage. Oh, there's my old scroll saw. At least I found it. For doing the legs on the rocking chair. So yeah, let me see what I can do. Well, the wood is not perfectly straight, so I'm I'm gonna have to build these panels and bring that stuff to the side and kind of build it onto it. I'd like to be able to build the whole shed and then just take it down there, but anybody's watching, I don't have enough room to do that. So she's got to go down in panels. I mean, there's ways I can get it straight, but it'd just be easier to finish it up as I build it. Which means I have to run power down the side of the house. But I think I got a cord that'll reach. So, I got the bottom cord run. I've got the post for the back side. She's got a 14-degree angle. It should match right up with that panel. So I'm trying to figure out what height that should be. Because I already cut a second one of both these. So now, as soon as I can figure out what length that's supposed to be, I'll cut two of them. And that's a little bit farther than it's 3 foot. What was it? 3 foot 3 5/8. I don't remember anymore. It's a little bit longer than 16 inches. So, I mean, it's under 2 foot. I could just run one post up the middle. But the rest of it's built like a brick shit house, so I don't know. I might run two. I gotta see how much lumber I got left. So, I mean, the back's built good. The side doesn't really matter. The bottom is... Man, I got that thing built. So, let me see how much lumber I bought. She'll either have one stud in the middle, or she'll have two. And, yeah. So, she's 3 foot... What the heck was it? She's over 3 foot. So, it's a 312 pitch. So, for every 1 foot it goes over, the roof comes down 3 inches. This 312 is 3 inches for every foot. So 3, 6, 9, and then I just got to figure out the tail end. It's a 1/4 inch for every inch. And I got my hand in the way again. So yeah, 312 pitch is a 1/4 inch drop for every inch. So I gotta figure out this board. That's what I'm working on. Alright, so 3 inches for every foot. And every inch is a 1/4 inch on 312. So we have 3, 6, 9, and then a 1/4 inch. So 1/4, 1/2 inch, and just shy. So I'm going to say 9 5/8. I'm just guessing. It'd be close enough for government work. So yeah. 312 pitch is 3 inches every foot. 412 is 4 inches every foot. So if you're building something, that's how you do it. And then divide that by whatever's left and you can figure it out. So, let me see what I can come up with. Well, I figured out the length of the other post and cut a second one for the other side. I've ran out of freaking Phillips bits, so I need to go to Lowe's tomorrow and get some more Torx head frickin' screws. Those are almost too short. Those are 2-inch. I've been making it work. Get some more 2.5-inch screws and some paint. I'd like to get some paint on everything before I haul it out there, but we'll see. Might have to put it together and then worry about the paint later. So I drug out the dog beds. It's Sunday, and I don't have to work tomorrow. Lisa's supposed to be going to find something that I can cook on the grill. And until she gets back, I think I'm going to lay down on the dog beds and take a nap. I might need to frickin' figure out how to put a fold down bed in here, because I do sleep out in the garage a lot. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Well, guys, didn't get a whole lot done today. I figured out the length of the bottom board, the length of the back attachment board, and then did my measure over on 312. I think it was 9 5/8 shorter. I'd have to look back in the video and cut that board. I know I cut a second one of this board and a second one of this board. I'm not sure if I cut a second one of those. And got this screwed together, and then the Phillips bit died. I was trying to screw it into there and pretty much burned through every Phillips bit I got. It has to be at work in my toolbox. I have a bit that never dies. I have no idea what brand it is. All I know is I've had it since the 90s. And that thing just keeps going. I've got some Bosch Phillips bits, but I don't know where they are. Anyways, that was the last bit I could find, and it died before I could get that board on. So I ended up pulling the screws out because they couldn't even get it all the way in, and it kind of pissed me off. So then I dug the dog beds out. It is Sunday, and there's Maxie dog, and I took a nap. And then, because Lisa was gone on an adventure someplace, and came home with her sister and her nephew, and I fired up the little Coleman grill, cleaned it up, and they got me a couple tanks for it. You know, little propane tanks. And the tank that was on it actually survived the whole cookout. I cooked hot dogs, hamburgers, brats, and we sat around and ate. So tomorrow I need to go to Lowe's. I need to just get some more of them Torx head screws that I was using, because that dries better than these Phillips. And get this all put back together. Or put this together. Anyways, it was kind of lazy today, but hey, you gotta do that once in a while. Y'all have a good one. Happy Labor Day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.